Hello, my friends. This is the third time that I've made this video, so yay. This should be the best time, right? Um, I am having a great day, and I hope that you guys are. But first, look at this makeup. I love Beautycounter so much, people. I love it. They pick out my colors for me, so I don't have to think about that. And it's so clean and toxic free. I love the company, so if you haven't tried it, let me know because that's where it's at, that company. Anyways, so why I'm coming to you today is because I had an aha moment today, or where it all came together. And I love when things all come together in terms of figuring something out. Because those don't come often, right? We have to work through things and learn the hard way sometimes. And sometimes the universe just gives us a little gift and is like, here, your mind's just gonna put it all together and you're gonna be like, oh, I get it now. So, um, I was, so it has to do with business. Let's talk business today, right? I have been a businesswoman since 2016. And it's crazy because I never really thought of myself before as being a businesswoman. I was in higher ed before doing academic coaching with students, and then I was doing personal training because I always had this mind, body, spirituality passion, believing that all three are connected, and I love helping people learn about them and grow and develop and achieve optimal wellness, right? So I love teaching people about psychological, emotional health, and then nutrition and exercise, and then the spiritual component as well. All three really fire me up, and that's kind of why I come to you guys making videos every day. Is I just want to share what I'm experiencing, what I'm learning, just as free content for you guys. There's a lot of times where people will do webinars or things and they're offering free content, but then they want you to sign up. And I just feel like if I have the gift to learn all these things, I should pass it on to all of you to help. So that's why I make videos every day. But as being a business owner in all those years of, personal training for free, it was just a lot easier for me to offer my services for free because I had this money mentality where I was tied to the idea of asking for money equaled my value. So if I ask you to pay me for a service, something that created value and put out there, and you wanted it, and you didn't want it, then I felt rejected personally, right? Like that you were rejecting me and that I wasn't of value. And so I always hated putting price tags on things because it kind of struck this nerve in me in my internal worth. And going through coaching and learning my and your internal worth is 100% worthy and 100% enough the moment you were born, right? Just by simply existing as a human on this planet at this time in the moment, you are meant to be here and you are 100% valuable and worth and 100% lovable just by being a human existing. And that the things that I create as a businesswoman of value that I want to offer out into the world to help the world be a better place, help people have better lives, enjoy their lives, I'm not going to say easier lives, just but more, I'm hoping that their paths are easier because of the things that I teach, the things that I've learned in an experience, right? A person that cares is someone that goes through a hard situation, makes a mistake, lives through something tragic, and then shares the story in hopes that it helps other people. That helps them in their situation or helps them get further along or realize that they're not alone, or to show that out of this pain and suffering, I was able to rise up, and if I can, you can. And that is my desire, right? It's just that all my stories, all the things I learned are valuable lessons that I can put out there and help other people. And I'm having to learn how to, separate like the things that I create of value and offer out, and the price tag that I put on them doesn't have anything to do with my internal value and who I am. It has everything to do with the value that I'm offering, right? So if you choose not to buy something from me, it's not that you're rejecting me as a person. You're just saying that the thing that I'm offering is not of value to right now to you. Maybe it will be in the future, but right now it's not. And so this morning, I'm learning these things, right? This morning, I was thinking about yoga yesterday. And so I came up with this idea originally to do goat yoga at my house on Wednesdays and Fridays. And I was really excited about it because I just wanted to create like a space for people to come to in a community of like-minded people to gather, and just do some yoga together, be outside in nature and around animals. And I love my house and I love our property, and I want to share that with people and kind of create a space for people to come to. But as a businesswoman, I got lost in the logistics, the marketing, the advertising, the are people showing up, the revenue, and how this is going to impact our family. And I got lost in all of that. And so I found myself yesterday, it was Wednesday, dreading teaching yoga. And no one showed up, of course, because I'm putting that energy out there. And then I take it personal, right? Oh, well, no one showed up, so they don't want to come. I'm not, I didn't do a good job, or it's something wrong with me. And so I just had this moment of thought. It was look, this is your business. Run it how you want to run it. If you want to change it, change it, Because I get so stuck in learning from all these other people, reading these books, listening to this podcast. This is how you're supposed to do it, right? And so you're trying to do how you're supposed to do it, and it just doesn't fit with who you are. And what I've learned is that all these people that are super successful, they did it their way, right? They listened to their intuition, they followed their gut, and they did it their way. They took advice from others, but they didn't replicate somebody else's business model or replicate somebody else's way of building their business and successfully built theirs. They listened to their intuition and they did what they were passionate about. And I know there's this stigma, right? You can't have fun and run a business, right? You got to work hard and grind, and it's not all about having fun. And I don't think that that's true. There's work, but if you love your work, right? If you feel like that what you're creating is so valuable that you want to offer it out there, you're going to love it. You're going to be passionate about it. And it's going to be fun because you're being creative. And I think when you're having fun, you're more creative. So I was all right, I'm going to scrap this yoga on Wednesday and Fridays every week because it's not bringing me joy. It's creating stress in me. So what do I want to create? And I went back to my original idea. I want this to be a space for people to come to, a place of refuge, a place of gathering, a place of community, right? So where we can come on Friday nights. I think I'm going to do now the second and fourth Friday night of the month. You come out to my house, I'll teach you some yoga, we'll go through yoga, meditation. The guys can gather and shoot their bows and arrows, and then afterwards we can hang out, and get to know each other and be friends, and we have a fire pit, get around the fire, BYOB, and just hang out, and fellowship together as friends, as people, as fellow humans. And that idea excites me, creating a space for people to gather and just feel comfortable to be themselves, and get to know other people. And I love supporting small business, right? And I love supporting fellow entrepreneurs. So I was you know what else? We're going to have little tables out here. So all of you entrepreneurs or direct sales people, you can have a table and put your stuff out there. So if people want to shop, they can shop. And if they want to ask questions, they can ask questions. If not, awesome. And then I was well, we should have a table for people that have all these gardens and have extra stuff. Because I'm going to have a ton of peaches, y'all. So if you want to exchange peaches, they're going to be smaller. Peaches for some okra I will exchange with you. And that's kind of my vision of it, and it excites me. It sounds fun. It doesn't sound like, oh God, I got to do some more marketing or some of this. It's like, no. And that's when the moment clicked. It was like, do business the way you want to do business. Follow your gut, follow your intuition, make it fun, make it exciting. Because you know what? When it's fun and exciting, you're going to want to talk about it and share it. When it's just a drudgery and you're going through the motions because this is what somebody told you to do, you're not going to be excited about it, and you're not going to want to share it. So for all you brand new business owners out there, and I'm not even that far down the line, right? So I'm 3 years into being a business owner, multiple businesses, different businesses. It's hard because you don't know anything, and you're trying to learn everything, and you're trying to do the best you can because you want to be successful and you want to turn a profit, not because you're being greedy, but that's how the world works, right? Like, if we offer a service of value, like, we want to turn a profit, so then we can take that money and provide for our families, and we can give back and help other people. And I used to feel bad for that, right? Like, I used to feel bad when I owned the gym, like, talking about turning a profit. But that's ludicrous. Like, I wasn't running a nonprofit, right? Like, I'm running a business, and a business is supposed to make profit, and we should stop being ashamed about saying, yeah, I want to make a profit. You're not taking away from someone else. There's an abundance out there. There's an abundance of money, an abundance of resources, right? And all because someone pays you for a service doesn't mean you're taking away from someone else. It just means money flows. It flows from one hand to another, right? And so when it comes into your hands, you're wise with it, you invest it, you give to another, like, that is, and you're grateful, right? So seeing from an abundant standpoint instead of a scarcity. So yeah, that's my business tips today. Follow your heart, do what makes you happy, and quit listening to all the static, right? You know, like, I may be successful and I may not be, but at least I pursued things that made me happy and that were fun, right? And I'm willing to try something, and if it doesn't work, I try something else, right? And I think those are the keys to developing a successful business, because you're doing it from a good place, a heart of wanting to serve and give back. So that's today's thoughts, guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and remember that you are so loved, you are so valuable, you're 100% lovable, and we are all waiting for you to show up with your amazing gifts. Bye.